So crank it up loud. Let the story unfold. We're the masters of smash. Be brave and be bold. In the heart of the battle, we'll rise from the ground. With every beat pumping in a warrior sound.
Hey,
What's
welcome
up?
to Smash Masters episode 72.
Episode 72. The weather's finally starting to give a little break on the 95 plus degrees here. So
Sorry, that sucks.
it done some it's doing some raining right now, and it's supposed to be in the 80s and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
I
I'm looking
contemplated
forward to
turning
that.
my heat on when I got home.
Wow.
And I didn't because the house was at 68
What's the temperature today up in Connecticut?
outside. Probably didn't get past. I don't know for sure, so you can't quote me, but it was probably around 65, 71 till maximum. But it's cool. It's working weather. It's
right.
middle of the day, open the door.
That's some
morning.
good weather. That's some
It's-
really good weather.
But it's starting to get chilly. So
Is it really?
We're getting into our, well, I mean, in comparison. So we're getting into the colder zone. I still can have the window open at night, cool off the bedroom, but I'm gonna have to kick on that heat. Maybe within a month, maybe a few weeks. But anyway, no, it's good. Still staying busy with PDR.
I was just about to ask, how's the week been going? Pretty good. Pretty good for you.
Awesome. I did awesome over the weekend. Most people know PDR is still new to me, so I do my best on my PDR jobs, and all my customers have been happy so far. But sometimes I'm a little overly critical of myself, so I don't post the results of what I do. But man, one of my trucks came out like perfect over the weekend, so I got that big confidence boost. So feeling good. You had a nice door repair.
That's the only one that I really filmed, but that one was pretty fun to do.
That looked nice.
Yeah, that one was a fun one there. Of course, I don't get to film everything. I wished I did, but being in body shops and other people's driveways, I'm not really trying to break out a camera too much. But
I get it. And there's also just the point of, so I can't tell you how many times I've gone through and recorded a whole bunch of repairs. And then, like I said, at the end, I'm like, I ain't posting this. So now I have all these shots of me doing repair and no end, or I got the end and I'm just like, but what I'm hoping to, you brought Jay out.
I didn't.
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Well, there's Jay.
What's up, Jay?
Everyone, welcome our guest.
I don't know
banter here, but that's all right.
I don't know
It's
what
fine.
button I hit to do that. Sorry.
It's all right. Well, check this out. Hold on. I think you guys can probably see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
The bedsides smash. I'm trying to get this one.
Okay.
That'll be a fun video to make. For sure. They haven't said yes yet, but I'm working on it and I'm trying it. Now you're hitting all sorts of buttons. I'm alone. We're big. I'll fix it. Okay.
There you are.
There we go.
Yeah, I did hit those buttons.
All right.
I was trying to get your screen to show the Toyota.
Oh,
but you're
we're fine.
Yeah, you're trying to get that one for when?
I don't, whenever, I'm just trying to get it. It's,
Gotcha.
I'm giving the customer the best pricing I can.
Yeah.
But also I need to figure out what they want, because if they want full perfection, so, well, then you're going to have to leave it with me for some time, because I want to take my time with it.
Andrew, what's going on, Andrew?
It's all about finding out what the customer wants and then
Alex.
providing what they want to them.
Yeah. That's true. So I don't I brought you out here prematurely on that. I don't know what button I hit to do that.
We didn't really have anything else.
I think I hit control or whatever. But anyways, now that you're out here, bro, welcome on the show. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, man,
Pre-
we met you at MTE this past
Yeah.
year, and
Yep.
yeah, I thought it'd be cool to share some of your story. I think you got some pretty cool stuff that give some insights on. And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so if you want to start at the beginning on some stuff, yeah, just roll right in there with it. And you was telling me about your Philippines transition. So if you want to do that, start from there. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So, like I was telling you
Dwayne.
earlier, I grew up in the Philippines when I was, until I was 15,
Uh
and
huh.
I got brought up here in the U.S. with my twin brother. I actually have a twin brother.
Okay.
So,
Identical.
yeah, identical.
Nice.
Well, kind of like not anymore because he changes hairstyle and kind of like
Okay.
Right. Right.
different. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah.
growing up, we were basically identical, and
Okay.
nobody can tell which one which.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, my mom got married here. She petitioned us and came down here back in 2001, right before 9/11 happened, March
Okay.
15th.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and my plan was I thought I was just gonna work here for a few years, then come back to the Philippines and just spend all the money I can make over here and just start a family over there. But I didn't know I was gonna start a life over here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So my stepdad had a recon shop that he was doing a lot of wholesale in Manheim, right there by the auction in Manheim, Pennsylvania, over here.
So
Okay.
Mark.
So he was getting a lot of like wholesale work, and he brought us in, and he's like, if you guys want to work part time, you can if you want, after school, and just
This is after high
see.
school.
This is right by while I was in the school. So
Oh,
after school,
in high
yeah,
school.
high school,
Yeah.
yeah, in
Okay.
high school. After
Gotcha.
school, we'll just go there and start working, and just save some money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. No, that's awesome.
So yeah,
When you
that's
say
how I start in a car career. So I've been
when you say
around.
recon shop, so it's basically like detailing, paint
Yeah, detailing,
correction. Okay.
paint correction, detailing, and then not anything like a body shop or anything like that. It's just more like
Yeah.
a cleaning recon shop,
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
and
use cars, make them shiny again. So
Can
yeah,
Can
make
you
them
see
look
any of
like
the
new again.
comments, Jay?
Yeah, I see Chris over there.
Yeah, yeah. So just before we get too far, Dwayne said what's up, Chris said what's up, and yeah, he said he needs to go to the Philippines. He said you guys can work some dents.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
he made some money on hail this year, so he could probably afford to go to the Philippines.
right, right. He's been killing it over
go
there.
visit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been killing it.
Okay. So all right. So you got to spend a little bit of car time. You had, it sounds like, kind of a mentor in the family in the car business. That's something I
Yeah.
never had. So that's cool. That's a great resource. So that's how you got started
Yeah.
in cars. What was next? What was your next thing that
So my next thing was during high school. I had a chance to go to boat tech,
okay.
and I've always want to go. Like I always want to do a body, but I always want to be a body man and a painter because
Mhm.
I just like painting cars, and
Yeah.
um, I was told I can go to boat tech pool day on my senior year, so I'm like, yeah, why
Yeah.
not get away from school? I mean, I get to learn a trade,
Yeah.
spend the time learning trade, and so I did that for my senior year. I got good at doing body work. I had a good teacher. Um, I was great at painting, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna love what I'm doing. I'm gonna make, hopefully make good money when I find a job out there.
That trade school made you ready for success, right?
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely, that
You were mentally, you said, I'm ready to go. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I set my mind that way. That way, because I hated school. I hated school. I don't want to go to college. I just want to go, after school, just go to work and make money, and just go back to Philippines and live over there. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was the plan. But a lot of things happened. A lot of things changed. After high school, I found a job, but what happened was I was working for a body shop for 2 years. They
Mhm.
didn't treat me well for what I was worth, and
No
they
way.
only saw that, hey, you're only worth this much, and if you want to make money, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. So I
Right.
kind of lost my emoji on, like, to be a body man and
Yeah.
to be a painter, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, now what? I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. And before I got into a PDR, I went to school again for welding.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I wanted to learn how to do welding, and I got good at that. My teacher even recommended me for a company that were like looking for a welding,
Okay.
uh,
So
to
like pipeline welder or
it was pretty much like what was that? Well, I was headed to a pipe, kind of like a pipe welding, but
yeah.
Hmm.
it was like a month course that I took. It's like 4 week course,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but I got so good at it. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I got so good
Right.
at it because I was, some people just picks it up right away. Some people don't.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who picks it up right away. And at the time that I graduated from that, that was the time the economy crashed
Mm.
2008.
back in 2008. Yep, that's when the economy crashed.
Yeah.
Um, I got sent to this company 20 minutes away from me here. It's a big company, and I even got a note from my teacher saying, "Hey, you guys need to hire this guy, and because he's really good and he's going to be a good asset for your company."
Mm.
So I walked in there, talked to the person that I was recommended with, and show him the note. I'm like, "Hey, if you guys are hiring, let me know. I'm recommended by my teacher, and here I am." They're like, "Well, you can be really, really good at what you do, but I have 20 years veteran that I just laid out. Uh,
Right.
I can't hire you because I can't hire new people when I have 20 years veteran that I just laid out."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Yeah, I completely understand."
Yeah. What
That
are you
just
gonna
kind of
do
like,
then, though?
"Yeah, what are you gonna do? What do you want me to do?" It's
Right.
just
Yeah.
pretty much, "Hey, I'm on the next chopping block here." So
It's that
um,
was a tough time period, I think, for everybody.
yeah, it
I
was.
for me, that was right when I got into auto body, 2008, 2009.
Yep.
So
That was definitely real tough.
it was really
E-
tough. And
Everything was crushing.
yeah,
So I'm sure you guys can relate whatever you were doing
Oh,
back then too.
oh yeah.
for sure, for
I was
sure.
in auto body trade as well. So
I
yeah.
have to say your story of getting in the shop and being in there 2 years at the same pay, not feeling very appreciated. Heard
Mhm.
that story a hundred times, if not
Absolutely.
more,
What's up,
1,000
Brandon?
times.
Oh,
And
there's plenty of them out there.
yeah, for
Same
sure.
story.
I mean, they kind of say that in auto body you want to raise, you gotta pick up your toolbox and move on somewhere else, and
Yeah.
that's how you get your raises. And it's not everywhere. There are places I've gotten raises without doing that, but it's rare. So yeah, I mean, for any kids that are listening and they're 2 years in and you're thinking about quitting, I get it. Like I wanted to quit 2 years in. Instead I found a different shop and got that raise.
Mhm.
And not only did I get a raise, but because I then went into a shop with a little bit of experience rather than being in
Mhm.
the shop that I was brand new in, I had a little respect
Right.
from the rest of them. And as long as I held on to it and showed them I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just my 2 cents there.
Yeah. Well, you never get hired on how you were trained. You get hired on how much experience you have.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's something that you can really only
Gotcha.
get by time behind the tool or the job or whatever you have it.
Yeah.
But
You gotta put on time.
didn't you tell me before we got on here that when you come to the US you didn't speak English?
No, not at all. I can
So,
understand somewhat, but I cannot
right.
have a conversation with you like we do now.
So you had that as an added barrier, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, I know there's a lot of people that go through that, and that is I've tried to learn other languages, and that is just it is really really hard the older you get. I would hate to know
Oh,
that I had to go to another country now and speak a whole new language, and
I
that's
couldn't do it.
all. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could.
it's really tough. I mean, depending on what kind of language you're trying to learn, but English is becoming like a second language over in the Philippines. So it's
Okay.
becoming more and more. They use it more and more over there. But when I was over there, nobody was teaching me how to speak English. So I had to learn. When I came in here, I had to learn a whole different language,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the way I process things. Like, man, I had to whatever you're saying, I had to process it in my brain, and then before I even speak, I have to run that in my brain over and over again before it even comes out.
Right.
Like in my mind, I'm like, man, is it gonna come out okay? Is it gonna come out right? Is it gonna make sense? You know
Right.
what I mean? There was a
Right.
lot going on in my mind. Um, yeah, it took me about a year and a half to get a good conversation going.
About a year and a half.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
fast. I'm impressed. I mean,
Yeah.
they say you have to start thinking in the other language to really get with a full conversation like that fluently. So it's I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. And the benefit you and I have, Nick, is that if we went somewhere, chances are they speak English.
Right. They already have that for them.
Right.
a
You
lot
know,
of a lot of places, a lot of different country, they already nowadays, English is just another language
Right.
for them over there.
And
right.
like Chris's point right here, using your phone. I mean, there's so much translation stuff. I mean,
Now.
iOS just came out with a new update to where they pretty much can translate any language on anything,
Yeah,
that's
now.
that's
Yeah.
integrated. But
Yeah,
like we're talking about in the early mid 2000s, like
Right.
I early 2000s for you, I wouldn't want to do it.
yeah. I wish there were like a smartphone back then where I can just translate everything. It would have been a lot easier for me.
Up, Greg? Oh
For
yeah, for
sure.
sure.
For
Yeah,
sure.
100%. Yeah, I mean, there's Duolingo apps and other things that you can get on and
Yeah,
try to learn it, but I mean, you're
For
pretty
the
much just out
translation,
there
yeah.
just thrown in it. And that's some of that experience that I'm talking about. Like you could probably tell me some words, but I'll forget them because I've done the same thing with Spanish, German, and Russian. I've tried to learn all three of them. I get there a little bit, but I don't have any experience with somebody else to learn to keep it going.
yeah.
My dog doesn't know any of these languages, so um, nobody around me does, so there's no reason for me to keep it going.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris says Jay speaks better English than I do, to be honest. I'm way too Southern accent to understand me half the time. No one knows what you're saying, Chris. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Chris and Marco over here, Craig, competing on who's younger, graduating in 2008,
That's what I was
2009.
seeing. Yeah.
It's like I'm not far ahead of you, but yeah, it's funny to watch. We're all around the same
Yeah.
kind of era.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
much. They're on the younger end. I'm in the middle. I'll stay there.
I'm feeling older now, so I'll be 40. So
Yeah. I just turned 38.
wow,
Feel old, but
you're young.
I
That's
remind
young.
myself that I'm young. I got time. I'm starting a business. I better be young. So
Yeah,
you know,
39 is where you start feeling it. 39, and then
don't tell me that.
oh man, I got to tell you, you're on your way there. So I'm
Don't
just
tell me that.
giving you a heads up. But yeah, I mean, 40. It all depends on how you take care of your body. That's all.
Yeah.
40 is just a number. 40 is just a number.
You're absolutely right.
So
Yeah. Yep.
Sure.
And you go to the gym a lot and stuff. Make time for that.
yep.
I make the excuse that I don't have time to go to the gym, so I need to go back. Um, I need to quit.
Yeah, when you work all day dealing with some of the wholesaler customer, you just gotta go to the gym and just let it all out in there. That's
Yeah.
that's kind of like my excuse.
That's your
You had
outlet.
a long
Right.
you had a long day. You grind your ass all day. I just need to go to the gym and just let it all out. That's kind
What,
of like
Right.
my excuse.
what's your
So,
outlet, Nick?
as far as what, like,
So his outlet is to go to the gym to
my
unwind and
my outlet when I want to do something other than work on cars is Call of Duty, and I know there's a few people in here that know that.
that's a good outlet. I mean,
Yeah.
I switch mine
What's up?
constantly. But one I always go back
What's
to
up, Steve?
is going for a walk in the woods with the dog. Honestly, if I do that, everything's right in the world. Doesn't matter what's going on. Nice long walk, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, something like that, and then I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta go to the gym and lift things up and put them down. So
Yeah.
I lift things up and put them
I
down.
used to go and
yeah,
do that. Like, I used to have a really good gym schedule, and I quit it, and so I need to go back. But that starting at zero thing always keeps me from going back. And
I've been slacking lately, so I can't really talk much because my schedule has been just so busy lately, and I've been slacking. So
yeah, that's my main problem is I've been really too busy for one person. So I've kind of stretched myself out to where I'm working all night now, pretty much, and then all day as well.
Yeah.
Which that's not really a good thing to do, but I don't know how to say no to people. So I don't know. I just get it done. But
sometimes it's
Says
hard to say
working.
no to the people. You just can't say
yeah,
no. Sometimes I feel you there.
yeah,
I have a lot of customer that I could say no, but sometimes I'm like, yep, just bring it in. I'll get her done.
yeah. That's what I do. Yeah, working them thumbs out on COD. He's calling me out here, isn't he?
Yep, a little bit, a little bit.
So you
We were welding.
yeah, you were welding.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that didn't work out because I got turned down and just like kind of like, oh well, there's got to be another way to make it happen, because I was looking for a career. I thought that was going to be a career for me, but
mhm,
everything crashed back in 2008. So I'm back on the square one. So I went back on cleaning cars again, work for somebody else, making same things, $15 an hour.
yeah,
That was tough, really tough. And then I started looking for another job. I got hired for a better company, and I worked there for 2 years cleaning cars. But this time I was piece rate. So the harder I work on one car, the more money I make instead of making $15 an hour for
mhm,
somebody else. So I'm like, well, I can really give myself a raise here. Just work harder. You know what I mean?
right,
So I was pumping one or two cars a day. I would say a car and a half a day, and I was getting paid 150 cars per car, $150 per car.
mhm,
So I was busting my ass, and I felt like that was not it. I feel like there's more to me than just cleaning cars. And I met a guy. I bought a car from this guy, it was a Ford GT Probe.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
one of those two-door
Ford,
sports,
yeah, Probe
GT
GT. Yeah,
Ford.
yeah, yeah.
What color was it? Red or blue?
It was white.
White? Oh wow!
Yeah, it was white.
Everybody I know that had one was either red or blue.
So what happened was I bought it from this guy, and he had some PDR tools on the back of the trunk.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And I'm like, what are you doing with all these tools right here? He's like, oh, I tried to learn how to do PDR, but it didn't work out for me. I'm like, do you want to sell them along with the car? He's like, yeah, I'll sell to you for $400. It was the starting tools for A1
Mhm.
tools, the
Okay.
starting pack they have.
Yeah.
That's what he had over there. It's like
That's a big
what,
kit.
600? Yeah, it's like $650, I think. Starting kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
I
I
know.
don't
could,
remember what the price is now, but they put a lot of you get a lot for that. I do know that.
yeah. So that's a kind of like starting point for me there. And I'm like, all right, well, it's time for me to learn how to do PDR because I've been around, cleaning cars. I've been around dent guys, and I
Mhm.
just kind of like watch them to do dent guy. I'm like, man, that's got to be hard to do. Or
Mhm.
in my mind, I'm like, maybe I can pick that up too. Just like anything else, I can learn, I can pick it up.
Yeah.
So, my ego was like, oh man, here we go. So I bought the car, which is a piece of junk. It
Yeah.
only worked out for like a month or two, and then it broke down on me.
Oh
Oh
well.
well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I got the tools. They were all rusty from the back of the car. I cleaned them all up real good. The light he has in there was one of those fluorescent light
Yeah.
Mhm.
from the shop.
Yeah.
Most of the
Uber light.
old school dent guy, yep, that's what they used way back in the day, I
Yep.
guess.
Yeah.
So I had that set up. I went to the garage junkyard to get a door and a hood,
Hmm.
and I built the frame down in my basement and put it all in there. It was a good setup, actually. I was
Hmm.
Kinda,
really proud of it.
just
Hmm.
kind of sat down there and listened to the radio and just kind of figured things out from there, huh?
I was watching YouTube, to be honest with you.
Watching
There you
YouTube.
go.
Yeah, watching YouTube. How to do that.
Yeah.
So
Who do you
Who
remember
were you
watching?
watching? Yeah. Yeah.
I think I was watching Mike Toledo.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be
Yeah.
one of the guys
One
you
of
could have
those.
watched.
Good.
That's one of those on YouTube there.
Yeah.
So I got a ball peen hammer. Hit that hood as hard as I could.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It
I
was
did
the
that too.
oh it was the most like I'm like, all right, well, there's a dent right there. It's about 2 inches deep in. Stretched the hell out of it because it was a ball peen hammer. Hit it hard
Yeah.
as I could,
Yep.
and boy, did I struggle. I did not know what to do.
Mhm.
Like, no matter how many times I watch YouTube, I cannot bring that dent out. I'm like, oh man. I after work, I would go down to my basement for 2 hours.
Mhm.
Chris, I'm gonna
Plus,
get to those other questions too. I ain't like ignoring
Yeah,
you.
we see him.
We'll get to those in a minute.
so I was, every 2 hours I go down the basement after work.
Yep.
Mhm.
Some days I'm exhausted, but I'm like, I gotta push through it.
Yeah, you got
I
push.
just gotta
Yep.
do it.
Right.
Uh, I tried to learn it for, I would say, almost a year. I tried to learn it, and I couldn't pick it up.
Mhm.
I I gave up. Honestly, I gave up on it.
Okay.
So I went back on, doing what I was good at, cleaning cars, and I met this guy. Uh,
I love this.
I was just talking to him, and he's like, it was actually a good friend. Now, and I'm like, hey, I wanted to learn how to do. I was hoping you can teach me. Well, sometimes when you talk to a dent guy, they just don't have time to talk to you because they're trying to make money as fast
Mhm.
as they could.
Mhm.
And I felt like he didn't want anything to do with me. That's
Mhm.
how I felt. Which today I understand where he's coming from, but back then I'm like, man, this guy's so ignorant. Why
Mm.
would he, not? Why
Yeah.
would he just ignore me like that?
Yeah.
But today I kind of understand where he was coming from back then. So I just kept doing what I was doing, cleaning cars. And one day I met this guy, another dent guy I met. He was working for the company I was working for. He was doing the dent. The other guy I think he quit because he couldn't agree with the price. And then they brought in another dent guy.
Mhm.
Okay.
So this guy, I was kind of like, I didn't go in right away to ask him, hey, can you teach me how to do that? I was just kind of like,
Mm.
uh, talk to him softly, just
Work
smooth
into it.
my way in there. Yep, work into
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
And then one day, out of nowhere, I just kind of asked him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of looking for apprentice. If you want to learn it, I can teach you."
Oh
I'm
wow.
like,
So it
"Oh,
kind of just fell in your lap, huh?
yeah."
And
So
in between that time too, though, before you start ahead, like I know that you had to, when you put those tools down, you had to be in the back of your mind all the time. Like, man, what can I do? Is there something I can do, or did you just
Yeah,
leave it
what's the
totally
secret?
alone?
I just left them in there. I'm like,
Didn't even think about it or nothing, or was just like we're done with that, moved on to the next thing, and then here this guy comes needing an
well,
apprentice.
it was always in the back of my mind when I put them down. I'm like, somehow, some way, I'm gonna get back to it.
Got to figure
Okay.
it out.
If that's what you
Yep.
were asking.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah, because I was to the point where I was getting tired of doing cleaning cars. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
want something way out. I want way out of it. I don't
You
want
tried
to.
you tried to get out of it once, got out of it, and then kind of fell
He
back
came
into
back.
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
he's like he agreed to teach me, and in a way I would work for him. Someday once I learn it, I'm gonna work for him,
What's up,
and
Al?
that was kind of like the deal. And he showed me. He came back. He came to my house. He gave me a LED light. I'm
Oh,
like, wow, that's a big difference. Using
yeah.
those fluorescent light, it was hard, and it was hard on your eyes. My
Mhm.
eyes are always fatigued. With the LED light, it was like a lot softer.
Right.
So he started me with one tiny dent. It's like trying to learn how to push that, trying to find your tools.
Yeah.
And boy, once he showed me that, I kind of like picked it up.
And it's like
Uh,
it clicked, right?
it did click instead of
Yeah.
trying to push that damn dent that I created.
Right.
About that deep.
You didn't think about
So
it at the time, but you kind of set your own
no,
self up for failure, not even realizing it.
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But not, when he showed me how to do, tiny dent, it's like, yeah, first thing you gotta do is find your tip,
Yeah.
move it on the light, find the tip, trying to, push that gently. And yeah, that's basically how it started.
Here's
And
the story. Yeah.
yeah, few months into it, on my training, I was gonna go ahead and work for him, but at the time it didn't work out because he was working for the company I was working for. He was doing their
Mm.
dent, you know what I mean? So the biggest word we had was if he hired me then, he would lose the account because I was kind of like the top detailer they have over there
Mm.
Right.
at the time when I was working for this company for 2 years. So I'm like, well, yeah, it's not gonna work out if you hire me now. You might lose the account. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So another friend of mine find out what I was doing, and he's like, call me up. It's like, hey, I'm looking for a dent guy. I'm looking for somebody who's hungry. Somebody wants to learn.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't want to do this, but I already had an agreement with this guy, but I'll talk to him. And I told this guy, hey, I got an offer over here. I don't want to just kind of put you aside without talking to you. What do you think? And he's like, well, if you can learn something over there, since I'm worried losing this account. I don't want to lose this account because if I hire you, I'm like, okay, that's kind of like, give me the go ahead and
Yeah.
go with this other company.
Yeah.
So I got picked on by another company. They trained me for 6 months, kind of like mentor me for 6 months. They had like at the time they had like six dent guy.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So I was kind of like just watching every single dent guy. I was just watching every different what to learn and what not to learn because
Yeah.
every single dent guy are different.
Right.
Yeah.
They have some at that time, some of the then guy were making mistake that other then guy weren't making mistakes. So I was paying attention on both. Know what I
Mhm.
mean? I was
Yeah.
picking up the good, I was picking up the bad at the same time.
Like
Mhm.
something that connects most with you and what you feel like you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
understanding.
was paying I was paying close attention to what not to do and what to do. So yeah, after a year, I got I slowly get into it and start billing, and next thing you know, I was into it for 10 years now.
So you pretty so trained and done some apprentice for a year, and then just kind of dove out into your
Yep,
own. Um,
yep.
what about are you been in it for 10 years now? Do you still feel like you learn something on every dent, or is it just like a job?
Every day is pretty much a learning. For me, it's a learning. Every day is a learning for me for every single day. Some of
Uh-huh.
those easy dent, it's just it's just a dent. But
Yeah.
some of those complicated dent, there's always a lesson to learn from
Mhm.
those.
For sure.
Now,
For sure.
Chris said from this kit you started on to the tools you've got now, can you tell us some of the favorites that you have or something that you like to use? I mean, you ain't got to name the specifics, but just the generalized. I mean,
Or just
that
one.
A1 kit, I know it's a good kit. It's got a lot of stuff in there, but I know you've built it up from there.
Yeah, from that kit, I still use probably, I would say at least maybe four tools out of that kit. Still
Yeah.
today use them. And my favorite tool is basically it's like the Dent Ripper.
Okay.
It's just the regular Dent Ripper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
The
No,
That's
rest,
just pretty much that's just pretty much my go-to tools. And
great
I just
tools.
think, yeah, it's definitely great tools. I just have the basic tools actually. I don't have a lot of complicated. The
Doing any
Bodyline Slayer, I do have that. That's a really nice tools to have.
I thought about getting that. I think I what I did is I have a double bend that's kind of like the Bodyline Slayer, and I set it up on a longer handle. So I can't wait to
Yeah.
try a Bodyline with that. And if that doesn't like that, I'm gonna try the Dent Slayer one because it looks like a nice tool.
Yeah, the Dance Slayer the Bodyline Slayer is definitely a must-have tools for those bodyline.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Do you use their nylon tip?
I use the black magic. Is it black magic tip?
Awesome. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
great
was
stuff.
using the red cherry
yeah.
Mhm.
tip, but you go through them like nothing, like crazy. Like a couple push, you go through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
Now,
the black cherry, the black
The
magic
Black
tip,
Magic PDR tips. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
those are insane.
If you will though, don't say too much about cherry cap tools because Chris loves these things. He swears by them, and you can't get him to say anything else about cherry cap tools. I mean,
Yep.
I thought he changed it. I thought he changed to a black magic.
he
He
did.
did. This is the
I'm
joke.
poking fun at him.
Okay,
Cherry cap.
I thought that's what happened.
I'm poking fun at him. Yeah,
So, yeah, yeah.
he always mentions hate on those cherry caps.
So
Um,
anyway, going back to my then career, I worked for this company for 8 years, and a lot of things happened. A lot of drama, a lot of ups and down with a couple of the guys I work with,
Mhm.
and I decided to go. I talked to the owner, the guy who hired me, and I decided to go part way with them, and he was cool about it. So now I've been on my own for 2 years as a dent care. My own company now is Dent Care, and I still do some. Yep, in my own. I still do subcontract for them.
Okay.
They still call me from time to
that's
time
good.
whenever they need me. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So I have a good relationship with them. So I didn't burn any bridge with them. So
That's good. That's good. That's
yeah.
a plus.
Have you gotten into any glue pulling?
Say that again.
Have you gotten into any glue pulling? Are you doing any like glue pulling in your PDR?
Yeah, yeah. I actually like glue pulling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
not the glue pulling you see Bryce Kelly do.
Right.
Those are
Just
those are
your, just
different
your
ball game.
Right.
Just your typical regular glue pulling.
You have a favorite
I'll
tab?
say I'm right now.
Right.
My
Right
favorite
now.
tab is the I would say the Dent Ripper.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Right.
the yellow one actually are the best.
You
You
like the
like the
yellow?
Uh,
ones, huh?
yeah, I mean you can't break them. I'm trying to break them. You just can't
What
break them.
what's your favorite? What's your go-to glue that you're using?
I'm a metal medic guy.
That's why
Okay.
you ain't breaking the tabs. Okay, we see now why. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding.
That was good. That was good. I
I'm
like
using
that.
the green. What do you
Green
call? I can't.
Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah, the green
the
jiu-jitsu
colder
because
weather climate. Yeah, that
yeah, I
I
use
use
those.
I use that stuff. It's amazing. But
Uh,
you're not gonna do no heavy pulling with that. But
no, no,
it
not at all. But with the daily use, that's what I use because it's a lot quicker. It pulls just what you need. It doesn't pull harder because it doesn't, stick in there. I mean, it does stick in there like a mofo, but it kind of releases itself because it's alcohol free.
it has a good mixture between strength and versatility. Like it's flexible. It does what it needs to without having to over pull stuff.
Right, right, right.
Um, I like it. I use it a lot. I have to swap between the green and the red up here just because it's so hot. But um, it's basically the same
I mean,
stuff.
from time to time, I would use different glue just because of the
Mhm.
humidity, the weather, the hot. I kind of use tequila glue from Hanson.
Mhm.
That's a good stuff there too.
Have you tried the Sagan or Solar Blitz?
No, not yet. No,
Not
are they
not yet.
recommended?
Not yet. Um, Me and Stephens both used it when they were kind of heavy on that stuff. I mean I
Okay.
liked it.
It's good stuff. It really
Yeah.
is. Just
It
couldn't
I
get it for a long time, so I
right.
never really talked about it. But now it's available again at A1, I think.
I think it's at A1. It's available.
Yeah.
What I do and not to say what I do, but I just buy Cam Auto glue and I buy them by the big box. I just recently bought one of those and that's what I use. Um,
Is that the body shop glue on the box they have there?
Yep, the
uh,
Cam
The
Auto
cam.
glue.
yeah,
Yeah,
it comes in a box of like 450 sticks, I think is what it is. So,
I use that. I use that for heavy pulling. That's what I use.
Yep,
mhm,
you
Like
definitely
a
want a
heavy
nice
damage. Yep,
right.
nice
that's
flexible
the kind of glue
glue.
I use. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
That
that
stuff is good.
It
that's
That's
is.
good.
really good
That's
stuff.
good glue.
I
That's
I
my
tend
go-to glue as well.
I tend to find
Okay.
myself using that for everything. Um,
Really?
Nowadays, yeah, I have my Kiko corded gun set up for the green glue, but
Mm-hmm.
I just hadn't really broke it out any. It's been too hot. I didn't want to kind of change glues or get that out, so I've just been using Cam Auto for everything.
See, I'm always surprised that you haven't gotten into the dense layer hot climate collision glue. And when that came out, I was a little skeptical because I've been
Uh-huh.
using collision glues in hot climates with no
Yeah,
problem. But man, being up at the Cam Auto GPR competition over the summer, it
yeah,
was
Yeah.
91 degrees. We were under a tent. It was humid. It was hot. It probably got up to 100 underneath that tent.
yeah,
And the Cam Auto glue, I love it. Charlie, don't
Mhm.
kill me, but it was failing on the lateral tension. Guys were
yeah.
working those giant smashes and the lateral tension popping off, popping off, popping off. And I said,
That-
yo,
yeah.
Gene, there's some dense layer hot climate collision glue over there. He switches to that, never popped off again.
Yeah.
So
I do
Okay.
have a problem with that. If I do lateral tension, it tends to not want to stay. But like your traditional style glue pulling,
yes,
I don't really
yeah, yeah.
see any like
You don't have any
nothing
issues.
nothing
Yeah.
issues right there. But I do have issues with lateral tension. It's kind of weak on that side.
So maybe
So
maybe something to look into for your lateral tension tabs.
right, I would like to have it, but to be honest, I really don't like the bags of glue how they're set up. You know, I want a lot of this stuff. I don't want just 10 sticks of your regular glue, especially for lateral tension, because you're going to go through half of that bag in just that one job.
So you
And
want the big bulk box to have.
I like to buy stuff in bulk, like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like to fool around with little small bags of stuff. That's just me personally. I don't know. I think that
Careful.
the glue sticks could be bigger quantities, in my opinion.
Careful, you're gonna have Jonathan sending you his glue gun with the glue pot in it.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, Bryce Kelly's using that, right?
Yeah,
The hot melt glue. That's
Yeah,
kind of convenient, actually.
I have.
If you're going,
I've heard good things about it. I also have heard somebody have their opinions on why it might not be the best option. But I have a feeling for me, there's a tool for every job.
Right.
Just because a tool is good for one job doesn't mean it's good for the next job. So
Absolutely, yeah.
that's my opinion. And everything. And the only negative thing I heard about it, it doesn't kill that. So like it's good for some jobs. But anyway, yeah, the solar blitz is one hell of a glue, I will say. I mean,
back a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And not to cut you off, but I was testing that stuff on a Camry. You remember that black Camry that that I pulled the quarter panel on? So I didn't show this in video, but I left the glue and tension on this thing for 2 days.
Right.
And just left it there to see if it would pop off. I fully expected the tab and stuff to be in the floor when I got there in the morning. It wasn't. It was still under heavy tension. So I said, well, we're going to see how far this goes. And I think it was 2.5 days before it finally gave up. And
yeah,
brittle. It got so brittle that it just kind of just fell off. But
it's impressive for sure.
It is some really good stuff. And that stuff, me fussing about glue sticks and how big they are, those are longer glue sticks too.
They're like this long. Yeah.
So if you buy that glue, it might look a little bit more money on as far as the dollar amount than the other ones, but you get more.
all right.
And that's not too big a deal. I like that setup better than just the traditional kind of Walmart style glue stick lengths that you get.
Yeah.
I mean, one whole stick takes up the collision glue gun.
Yeah.
Like to fill the tank up.
Right. Yeah. It'll eat it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It'll eat it without spitting anything out. No, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love that there's so many good options for us.
There's a lot of good options.
Because we're talking about all these options. Again, I don't know if there's anybody in here who's a little bit new to glue pulling, but I mean, don't get overwhelmed by all these options. Pick a glue, learn how to use it, and stick with it. Maybe two, right? If you've got hot and cold kind of situations, or if you have a PDR and a collision situation, there are PDR glues, there are collision glues. 1 to 2 glues, stick with it, and if you get a recommendation to try something else, you could try it. And if you like it, switch one of those 2 glues to that one.
Once you learn what the glue that you're using will or won't do, how it reacts to certain things, then you can kind of change or try something new and base it off an experience,
right?
Versus just buying a bunch of random stuff that you have no clue what it's capable of,
right?
Because every glue has a little bit of a different feel to it. I mean, that Tequila Collision's flexible. I mean, it's good if you're gonna do a bunch of tapping on a panel. I mean, it's not super strong, but then again, you don't need everything to be super strong every time.
No.
Like Chris said, anybody that you ask that glue pulls is gonna have a different opinion on glue. But like Chris says, he likes the solar. I liked it when I had it. It worked pretty good. You just couldn't get it for a long time.
Right.
But
I have to try that.
Yeah, it's worth a try for sure. Worth a try.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I heard good things about Sagan. I unfortunately have not tried it. It's in my PDR cart. I keep running.
Sagan, it's a really fast setting. So if you want to
That's
set
what he told
something
me.
extremely fast, like as soon as you put the tab down, it's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, I gotta throw that in my PDR. Glue gun.
You remember that test we done with tab weld?
Tab weld. Yeah.
It's about the same. It's about the same.
You know what's funny is I've tried to do that with tab weld here, and it didn't work in whatever weather conditions I was on. I think it was a hot day.
Really?
Yeah, we were in that Kiko air conditioned warehouse when we did that test.
Yeah.
So for those that was a little bit of an inside thing. What we did is we did a test where we did a video where Nick glued a tab to a roof of a car and literally turned around, grabbed the robo lifter and put it on it and was able to pull and make a high spot.
Yeah.
Like no wait time at all, and that was to show the fast of tab weld.
Right.
And it was.
And I wanted to see how fast you could pull it, like get an actual data out. Just to see, and it was around when we did that, and it was around what 20 seconds.
Yeah, you timed it. Yeah, it was like 15, 20 seconds. It was like 17 seconds.
Okay, it was in the middle, in between there.
Yeah.
So I mean, fast enough to where you could turn around, grab a glue gun, do whatever you wanted to do, and it's ready to go. And Sagan's kind of that way, if not faster.
Okay. Yeah, I got to try it.
Yeah,
that's one I have not tried myself. I got Dent Reaper Purple.
I would save the Sagan stuff for the smaller, like hail style, smaller dents or something. If you
it's a PDR, yeah, PDR.
I wouldn't try to cake up some tension tabs with it or anything.
That's all collision glue for me. All cam model collision.
Yeah. Another good glue that I like is have you tried the Anson's collision glue?
I don't think so.
That's another good one.
That's another really good glue to have.
I might have to look into that.
Right. It's just the reason I bought Cam Auto is because Charles offered the giant box.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I bought that. But if who's to say if Cam or the Anson collision glue, if they offered that in the same, I would do that with the same box because it's that good to me.
Okay.
Andrew says H&S Auto Shot HD glue. You get some good pulls out of that. I'm trying to think if I ever tried theirs.
I have not tried that.
I don't think I have. I used their pull tower, and their pull tower is really nice, especially among the earlier pull towers. It was very nice. It had the vacuum pull plate separate from the tower. So it had the cord went from there to there. It just gave it extra strength. It was great design.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever tried it. I can tell you I wasn't happy with Baytag's glues. Their two glues. No. I wasn't happy with Dent Fix glue was better than Baytag, but I had a hard time getting it off the panel.
Being too brittle. You kind of have to heat it back up, and then
it didn't help to heat it up. It was funky. It was weird.
Okay.
So so that's what I was using, and then my paint supplier was able to get Cam Auto Collision for me reliably. No, thank God.
Right. One of the top tools I bought this year for me that I didn't have, and I was really glad I did it, especially for mobile tech, was that Blackpool C tower.
Yeah,
Charles's tower, and it runs. I got the M12 because I got the Milwaukee batteries already. That thing is super amazing.
Pull towers are awesome. Yeah, and Charles made an amazing tower.
He did. I like that.
Do you have a tower, Jay?
I don't have a tower yet, but looking to get one in the near future. I don't have a shop. That's the problem. I'm pretty much like a mobile guy.
I'm
mobile
too. I'm mobile as well.
So Nick drives around with a trailer, so he can take all this stuff with him.
Yeah.
I'm in my RAV4. I ain't taking a tower anywhere.
Yeah, I have a small van, so I'm not taking a tower with me.
Yeah. What I do have is I have a pull tower that goes off of my hitch. So if you have a hitch, you could easily rig something up with a patio umbrella holder and a kind of a 4-foot pipe in it.
Mm-hmm.
I've used some ratchet strap
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
attach it
that's what I'm talking
to
about.
yeah, attach it to my car and then use that strap and
go
just
around
ratchet like that.
a wheel spoke or something.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
That's I mean, if you got to do what you got to do. I've seen guys even just put the brakes on their pack out with a little bungee and get some tension on a panel that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Just gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, you do. I mean, if you're in tight areas and stuff, I probably wouldn't carry one either. And I don't carry it with me all the time. I leave it in my garage, and when I know I need it, then I just throw it in the trailer.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll be the same way too. Like if I know I need it, I'll just make a room for it, and then if I have it, I'll just make a room for it. And that's what I would do.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's good. But for me, that was a really good purchase. I'm glad I did it.
So I don't know if you could see that, Jay. I know you're looking at your phone, but
Yep.
that picture there. Oh, I can make it bigger.
Yep, that's a good setup right there.
So that umbrella holder off the back of the car, that pole, ratchet strap going into striker to give it a stability, and then I can do multiple ratchet straps. It's
Yeah, that's
stronger than
cool.
you would think, and
That's
it
a good
really
setup.
was like under $100 to get it set up. So
Yeah,
it's
I was looking into something like that. I just couldn't figure out, how to go about it. But
Is
yeah,
is there like a link to those item or that setup that you can get or some breakdown options?
everything's separate, and I don't know. So the poll was given to me by David White. So
But
I
it's
think he
just a
said that
poll for anything though.
it's a poll, but the slider that's on it, I think, is made for
Onto
this.
it.
So I might be able to get a link for it, is what I'm saying. So
Right.
so if I can, I'll post that stuff to the Smash Masters
Yeah,
page.
it would be
At
nice
least
to,
I'll send it to you.
yeah, it would be nice to have a link for it.
Yeah.
Look into it. That'll be
It'll
nice.
be multiple parts for sure. But I also use that umbrella holder just for a patio umbrella for shade.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's multiple use. It's around $100. I mean, that's a win for me. I like multiple use items and stuff that's not crazy expensive. I know the pool tower is kind of expensive. I'm kind of, eat my own words when I say that, but typically I like that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
Hit like his setup. That's a good setup he's got.
I would just in case you are looking to just skip the whole DIY thing, I would share this. Kiko's got a hitch mounted pull tower.
I've seen those.
That thing is heavy duty. You can make some serious pulls with that. I mean, it's got the foot down here and everything, and you're gonna make some serious pulls with that. So if you just want to go and purchase something,
That's pretty sweet.
go get
that,
this.
that looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yep. Chris says, hopefully when I get my rig done, we could have a nice, comfortable, moderate pull tower.
A compact, moderate pull tower. Yeah,
It's
that bike tank thing that you had going on looked pretty cool.
I am excited for that because I was listening to the Denson Dreams podcast and Daniel Grom talking about motorcycles. I don't know. Do you do any motorcycles, Jay?
No, I've done two. I'm not set up for it, but I tried to do it.
Mhm.
I did a fender, not a tank. I always say no to the tank because I'm not set up for it. So
Right.
I
So
send
wanna
them to
get-
somebody I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy that had a dent in his brand new Harley, had his tank on there. I just told him to get the gas out of it and I'll see if I can do it. So I left it on there and did it. It's not ideal way to do things. The dent wasn't that big, so I felt like I could get it pretty easy.
Yeah.
And I'll do those. Now, if it's crazy something, I'm not gonna attempt it on the bike at all. But if it's an area that I feel like I could grab or at least take a look and see,
Did you start on glue pulling first on those?
no,
You don't glue pull.
You just went in there and pushed it.
I just went in there. Yep.
Okay.
What I'm told, you don't really want to glue pull. Some Japanese tanks might move with some glue pulling, but from what I'm told, don't even waste your time. just
Right.
push that stuff out. I
Mhm.
mean, the metal's thick,
Yeah.
and then the Harley
Insane.
paint likes to come off. So,
Right.
it's best to just leave the glue pulling stuff in the drawer.
Just kind of heat it up a little bit
Yeah,
and
push that stuff out.
and just push on it. Yeah.
I definitely. Watching Daniel Grom talk on Dents and Dreams or whatever John Vidine's podcast that was, he was talking about how his winter, even though it's cold there and he's not doing doors and cars and stuff, he's doing motorcycles, and that's his busy season.
Mhm.
So around here, I got a long winter, and that's kind of the scariest part of doing this venture, is the winter time up here. So if I can get my name into the area and do motorcycles and invest in the motorcycle stuff, whether it be the new Moto Mount 360 or Chris's vacuum plate setup, which actually looks really awesome. I'm gonna get set up one way or another and do this because I want to take that on as my winter. They say don't put all your eggs in one basket, so just some in motorcycles, some in retail, some in wholesale, different seasons. I'm gonna do it. That's the
Whenever
plan.
you can get your hands on it.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
Right.
Never stop learning. Just keep learning and keep learning and keep learning.
You got it, man.
Absolutely.
Don't take challenges because you think you can't do them and discard them. Do them anyway. Do them anyway because as long as you're up front with a person, you're honest up front, and you don't know if you can, but you think, well, I might have a shot at this. Go ahead and do it. It might be difficult. You may not
don't know
win every
until
battle.
you don't know until you try. So might as well try. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I keep telling myself. I see some damage that I'm like, man, there's no way. But I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, let's give it a try, see where it takes me. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're like 70%, 80%, 90% on it. And then next thing you know, you're like, you made your customer happy.
That's partly why I asked you that earlier. If you still learn on every dent. And
so let's ask our normal question of when before we leave, from when you started PDR, and we can add that year you practiced pre-hand if you want.
Right.
We'll let go of that year in between. How many years of doing PDR until you felt comfortable fixing that?
Around 3 years, I started getting comfortable at it. The first year I was learning, but I wasn't comfortable. But I was just pushing. You know what I mean?
Comfortable on what size dents though? What size?
Like little dents. I wasn't even
2-inch
touching
dents,
bigger stuff.
maybe.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay, so 3 years
But
to get comfortable on that.
I would mess around with those big dent though, but they weren't coming out, decent. But I was giving it a shot. You know what I mean? Just to get my ears wet.
Yeah.
And from watching the other guys around me, I was able to learn. Like I said, learn what not to do and what to do.
Yeah.
So, in 3 years, I was comfortable. Like, yep, I can pretty much do do this, but still learning at the same time. You know what I mean? So the first year, second year, going in third year, there's still a lot to learn. I'm still not comfortable in a way that I am.
Sure.
Right.
3 years.
Can I tell you that? I mean, it's my first time at MTE. I met Bryce Kelly, and I mean everyone wants to meet Bryce Kelly, and he comes up and he's telling me about how every dent appointment he has, big, small, or otherwise, he gets butterflies in his stomach still. He's still nervous before he gets there about getting it done right and everything like that. Man, how humbling is that? Like,
that's just real. That's
right.
real.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, so he's not afraid to hide that realness. And for me, that was like such a guiding whatever. It just helped me because it's like, man, if this guy still gets nervous when I'm driving to the dent and I'm nervous, it's okay.
Yeah, that's part of it.
It's
That's
normal.
part of the gig.
It's normal,
I mean,
and so that was an eye-opening thing for me.
sometimes on even the smallest dent, depending on location, you still get that kind of like, man, that's gonna be, that's gonna be a challenge. Even the tiny one, like depending on where it is, depending on the metal, it's
Right.
still like
Mm-hmm.
it gives you that challenge. You know what I mean? But
Or it's the one that
um,
you say, "Oh, this will be out in 5 minutes," and then it's 2 hours
exactly.
later, and you're still
Yeah,
working
you're
on
still
it.
messing with it. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Well, it happens.
first time I met Bryce Kelly, he's freaking awesome, dude, man. I was just kind of like sidetracked when I saw him, like, man, there's Bryce Kelly.
Yeah, right.
I just, I'm like, I just watched these guys on YouTube, but he was right there in front of me,
Mhm.
and right away, I'm like, I asked him if I could take a picture of him. So he was so cool about it
He's a
too.
great dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of all of those dudes are
Oh,
cool
absolutely.
about
It's
that.
just too many cool dudes to mention, actually.
Right.
It's very true. This
Yeah.
industry is full of superstars. It really is.
Yep. Absolutely.
And you can meet them all at MTE. You probably won't get a
Absolutely.
conversation with them, but you can at
Yeah.
least meet them.
You can at least shake their hand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's too
Yeah.
busy there for people to sit down and really have a conversation. But yeah,
Yeah. You can't just
great experience.
pull them aside and have a conversation with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just not possible unless
For
you have an
sure.
appointment with them.
Right.
Have a good one.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
Well, my
Well,
friend,
we
you
we
made
made
it.
it. We made
You
it
made
past
it
the hour
to,
mark.
yeah. How was
hey,
it?
it's amazing. This is definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's like
We
pretty
try and
cool.
make the most fun out of it.
Yeah,
You know, and
you're
so
actually at a
It's really
minute.
fun.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
an hour and 7 minutes in. Didn't even feel
Yeah,
like
it
it,
is.
did it?
No, it feels like we just started.
Yeah. Well, you got an awesome story. I mean, you had a lot of hurdles to overcome, learning a new language, picking up multiple opportunities, job opportunities, finding your niche, getting in there and doing it, hustling, and that's what it's all about out here.
Not only that, but I loved your story and how honest you were with it. Man, I quit and I came back and
Right.
everything. Not everybody would admit that, and but you learn from it, and I really hope somebody benefits off your story.
Every defeat have a story. You know what I mean? You just learn from those defeat. You can't just win. You gotta set back. You gotta rethink. You gotta learn from that. That's
Yeah,
that's how you overcome things.
That's the building blocks of life,
Absolutely.
right there.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we see you at MTE. Really try and make it. Nick and I will be there.
Absolutely. If I do go, I'll definitely let you guys know so we can probably hang out or something.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just
Yeah,
let
we're
us-
gonna try and
All
get
right.
like a dinner set up one of the nights. Smash Masters.
Hell
dinner.
yeah.
Yeah,
A bunch of
Absolutely.
people we've
Yeah.
had on. So yeah,
I'm down for it.
cool.
Well,
sure.
thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And to everybody out there, just make sure to give us a like, a follow, subscribe, whatever you're on. And if you are just joining us, you can listen to the whole thing on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's all of them.
It's all of them. I know you guys.
They're out there.
You guys got Spotify or Apple Play somewhere in there. So
Yeah,
come
for
hang out
sure.
and give us a follow over there. I know we don't say that a whole lot, but it really does help. It does help.
And on all those platforms, you can leave us a review. If you got a minute, it would really help us too. So.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
All right, guys. Thanks for having me again. Appreciate it.
Bye,
Hope to
everybody.
see you guys soon.
see ya.
So crank it up loud.